What's up guys, Perry here, and we are back with another Anime Defenders video. And in today's video we're going to be doing a unit review on one of the most iconic units in this game, the Pro Gamer, or Sun Jin Wu, whatever you want to call him. This guy's been around since Update 0. He was here since the game's release, being one of the first secrets to ever touch this game, and he's been through a lot. You know, he's been through all of the updates in this game, all the ups and downs, you know, all of the less well-received updates, and you know, he really has stood the test of time over and over again. He's an extremely high-valued secret. He does his job and he does it well. And if you don't know how unit review works, we're going to be putting this guy through every single piece of content in this game. That's going to include raids, Hall of Mirrors, Tower of Eternity, challenges, story mode, and infinite mode, giving him a rating on each of these game modes and determining whether this guy is worth it or not for you guys to summon. So with all that being said, let's get right into the reviews. Alright, so we're going to be seeing how he does in Hall of Mirrors, and you know, off spawn, he's doing hella damage. He can one-tap these guys no problem, but early game isn't what you're going to have to worry about with this guy. It's late game. When you get him to max upgrade, he's going to have line AoE, and he's not hybrid, so he can't necessarily hit all of the air units. His summoned units do hit air, but he only summons on the path that you place him for Hall of Mirrors. So, you know, he's pretty expensive, and honestly, there are mythical units that do it better than he does for this game mode specifically, so I definitely think this is where he struggles the most. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 for Hall of Mirrors, and let's move on. Actually, I do want to say his upgrade path is really good, right? Upgrade him 2 times, he's full AoE, he's doing really good damage. Don't understate this guy, but this is definitely his least strong game mode, I'm gonna say. Anyways, now let's move on. Alright, now we're gonna see how he does in Tower of Eternity, and this honestly might be his best game mode ever, and here's why. Sure, he doesn't hit air units because he's a ground. His summoned units can kill any type of unit, so you really don't have to worry about air enemies. This guy is full AoE on the 3rd upgrade. He's already full AoE. And if we wait a little more, let's get him up to mutilation. Let's just wait so we can get more money. But look at this, full AoE, 12k damage, and he's just like absolutely destroying every single unit that comes into his path. Keep in mind, every single unit that he's killing, he is summoning as soon as he kills them. So you just have like a constant path of summoned units. Once he gets mutilation, he's like a 10-hit multi-hit full AoE on upgrade 5. I don't think there are many characters that can do it better than him in Tower of Eternity. He's gonna get a 10 out of 10 for this game mode easily. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, now we're gonna judge his performance in challenges. We're doing the reduced range challenge right now, and even with less range, it really makes no difference to him. He's still gonna be one-tapping anything in every single map with absolutely no issues. He has a pretty fat circle AoE, which helps him a lot. He's hitting like 4 enemies in one hit, which is nice. Once again, we have our army of summons in the back who are basically our plan B in case anything goes wrong. If anything by some miracle manages to get past him, like, you can 100% rest assured that the summoned units are going to kill it anyway. So, for challenges, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. He'll carry you through basically any challenge, no matter the map. And let's move on to the next one. Up next, we have story mode. So, how does he fare in story mode? Well, if you're looking at the footage right here, he's just dog walking the enemies. We're on one of the harder maps too. Swordsman's Dojo is one of the later maps in this game, and he is still just breezing through this with absolutely no trouble at all. I will say, he is a ground unit. You're not going to be able to hit airs directly, but fret not, because your summoned units have that covered. So, if you get this dude, you'll be carried through all of story. Like, even Crystal Cove, the hardest map in the game right now, this guy's still going to be able to carry you just because of his DPS and his attack patterns. He honestly has some of the best and the worst attack patterns in this game, but early game, he has really good attack patterns, and that's really all that you have to worry about for a 15-round game mode like story mode. So, for story mode, I'm going to give him another 10 out of 10. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, now we're going to do a quick little showcase on how he does in infinite mode. So, you know, all the units that he summoned is kind of killing the enemies before we can even kill them, but don't mind that. So on his first upgrade, he has an attack called Quicksilver. He just lunges on the enemies. Single hit, pretty good AoE. Let's get him to 2 more upgrades. Now he has a move called Gamer Slam, which, you know, he jumps up in the air. It's full AoE, single hit, and, you know, as the name suggests, he just slams the ground in a full AoE attack. Upgrade him 2 more times. He gets this attack called Mutilation. Okay. I was trying to spectate him. I didn't know that it would give us a seizure, but okay, he's moving all over. And it's multi-hit. It's like 10 hits, I believe. 10 or 9 hits. It's a bunch of hits. Alright, full AoE. Upgrade him 2 more times. Unfortunately, he is going to lose his full AoE status. He gets a circle AoE attack called Gamer's Authority, where he just summons some cubes from the ground. And it's 4 or 3 hits. It's multi-hit. And it hits the enemies. Upgrade him 2 more times. Now he gets a move called Soul Sphere. He just shoots a purple thing. I believe this is single target, or single attack. I don't think this hits multiple times, but let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits like once, maybe twice, but upgrade him 2 more times. Now he's at his final upgrade called Soul Strike. And this is where, you know, he's unfortunately gonna fall off kind of hard because he's line AoE. And line AoE is the worst attack pattern in this game. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I had a dude in my comment section say, well, Perry, you're forgetting about single target attacks. That's obviously the worst because you can only attack once. Yeah, but here's the thing. The only unit that even has that in this game is Muscular Sorcerer. And that's not even his max upgrade. He's, like, on his max upgrade, he's full AoE. So why would I care if single target attacks exist when line AoE exists? This is his max level upgrade. And I'm still going to say line AoE is the worst in this game because usually a character has line AoE on their max level, like Sun Jin Wu or Beast Sorcerer, and that just hurts them tremendously because for infinites with Sun Jin Wu, like, what people usually do is they place him like this where he can attack in a straight line and they'll max upgrade him and they'll set his attack to something like last just so he's always hitting in a straight line. But if you had a full AoE unit, you could just plop them down anywhere. They'd be able to hit a majority of the track at all times, and that's just 10 times better for infinites. I do think this guy will serve you well in infinites. He's not useless by any stretch of the imagination, but at the same time, we have so many secrets in this game that are just way, way better than Sun Jin Wu is for infinites. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 for infinites. And let's move on to the next one. Alright, so how does this guy do in raids? Well, as you can see, I didn't even have to bring any other units into this. He was able to carry me through early game with absolute ease. I will say his max level attack being line AoE is so unfortunate. That hurts him a lot. But, you know, he's still doing pretty good damage. Got precision on him, so he's doing some crits. He's multi-hit on this final upgrade too, which is nice. And his summoning ability is just so versatile in every single game mode. I will say raids, probably not where he shines the most. He's still very, very good though, so I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. And let's go into our closing thoughts. And that is going to wrap up every single one of our individual game mode reviews. So what is this guy's overall rating? Honestly, he's an extremely versatile secret, great damage, great attack patterns besides his max level upgrades. I'm going to be giving this guy a very, very firm 9 out of 10. The reason I'm not going to give him a 10 out of 10 is because there are secrets that are just outright better than him. As power creep gets worse, I believe this guy is also only going to get worse. But as it stands, he's really, really good. And do I think he's worth summoning for? Absolutely. But, you know, I say that he's worth summoning for, but that's like me telling you, do I think it's worth it for you to win the lottery? Obviously it is. That doesn't mean that you're going to get it, right? He's a secret unit. He is notoriously hard to get from what I've heard. I know people that have spent 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 gems to summon him and still never got him. Me personally, I've never got him. I tried summoning for him and I wasted like 300,000 gems. I didn't get him and I was like, you know what? Let me just go trade for him. And that's exactly what I did. I believe I have another. I have 2 copies of him, but probably gonna give these away for a giveaway in my server, but that'll be at a later date. Sun Jin Wu, I'm gonna give him, well, you guys already know the overall rating. I gave him 9 out of 10. He's definitely worth summoning for it. He's definitely a great unit. He's a secret unit, so why wouldn't he be good? That's gonna wrap up our unit review for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, learned anything new, or just liked hearing me talk about the game, feel free to like, sub, comment, all that cool stuff. Have a great day or night wherever you are. Stay tuned for more content, and we'll catch you in the next one.